Part 57, Importance of Directing. Directing is a key element in the process of management. After formulating the plans for accomplishing the predetermined goals, the organizational structure is prepared and suitable persons are designated to appropriate roles, and the organization commences its operations. However, necessary actions will only initiate after a command in chief provides direction to the higher level management. Direction is a management function that is carried out primarily at higher levels of management and on the basis of which permits down into the lower levels. It is a continuous process that exists as long as the business exists and is that function that initiates and commences action towards a set of objective or goal. It giving meaning to organization and planning by bringing together the entire organization to the task of achieving a goal. Directing is a heart of management function. All other functions of management such as planning, organizing and staffing have no importance without direct leadership, motivation, supervision, communication are various aspects of directing. Importance of directing. The efficiency of employees in business depends on direction. Achievement of business objective is possible by motivating employees, by supervising their work, and by providing proper guidance to them. Among all other managerial functions, direction has a significant role. Through the direction, employer can make a motivation and enthusiasm among various workers, and through they can increase the productivity as well as the organizational productivity. We can discuss about various importance of direct. First point, increase in efficiency. A business organization becomes efficient only when proper direction regarding departmental functions is given to the employees. Direction clarifies function of the employee, authority and responsibility. It boosts their efficiency. Direction will increase the efficiency of the workers through inspiring, stimulating, or encouraging the subordinate with a zeal to work. Make it interest among through work for the organization. Positive, negative, monetary, non-monetary incentives may be used for this purpose and motivate each and every employees of the organization towards the achievement of the organizational goals. Second point, assessment of efficiency. Assessment of employees' work is done through direction. Their evaluation of performance is done through direction. Assessment and evaluation of the matters like whether the employees have done work as per the direction or not, how much work is completed, how much efficiency is increased, etc. can be done. Through giving direction to various employees, we can measure the productivity as well as their interest about the work. And a proper direction, we can assessment of and evaluation of various matters like whether employees have done work as per the direction or not, and we can check how much work he done and how much efficiency he have. We can check through the proper direction. Employee has worked as per the direction or not, how much work is done, how much of his efficiency has increased or not, etc. Matters can be analyzed and evaluated through proper direction. And third importance, motivation to employees. Through direction, employees can be made aware about proper method, rules, policies of business. Their work-related problems can be solved with motivates them for doing the work. Direction function helps
in achievement of goals, a manager makes use of the elements of motivation here to improve the performance of subordinates. This can be done by providing incentives or compensation, whether monetary or non monetary, which serves as a morale booster to the subordinates. Motivation is also helpful for the subordinate to give the best of their abilities, which ultimately helps in growth. The objective of an organization can only be achieved by motivated employees. Motivated employees work with full dedication and with a feel of belongingness. Now, the question is, how can employees be motivated? The work of motivating employees can be accomplished through the directing function of management. And fourth one, effective planning. All the functions of a business cannot be planned by one person. A planner can chalk out a plan by collecting necessary information through the subordinate. The direction is called the management in action. The words of Theo Heyman, in order to make any managerial decision really meaningful, it is necessary to convert it into effective action, which the manager accomplishes by directing. Without this managerial function, nothing or at best very little is likely to come about. Planning, organizing, and staffing can be considered preparatory managerial functions. The purpose of controlling are to be find out whether or not the goals are being achieved. The connecting and actuating link between these functions in the managerial function of directing, which means the issuance of directives and the guidance and overseeing of subordinate and know about the various information and collect various information from the subordinate and make plan into more effective one. And fifth one, effective organization. Due to director, every employee becomes aware about his authority and responsibility. Therefore, orders and instructions given by the boss are followed properly, which makes entire organization effective. To the following guidance and instruction from the boss or by manager want to follow, and it will give a clear idea to the employee what he want to do and what is his function and responsibility in that organization. Through directing, managers instruct their subordinate about what they should do, when they should do, and how they should do, and ensure that all instructions are followed and implemented in proper perspective. It is the effective directing which helps an organization to function efficiently and effectively. It will make the organization into more effective one.
And sixth one, coordination and cooperation. Coordination among employees can be maintained by direction. Employees' personal interest is integrated with the main objective of the business. The leader providing direction to coordinates the functions of the employees. Direction lays down the benchmark on what is to be expected from a person or a process. This instruction or direction gives ensures such a task and effort conform to goals. The benchmark so created allows for coordination whereby other tasks can align to make a harmony and make a relation with the whole effort of the organization and make a relation between individuals objective and the organizational objectives. A better directing process will help to integrate with the objective of employees as well as the objective of the business, and the leader providing direction coordinate his subordinate functions. And the seventh one, function of control. Direction reduces the chances of work related mistakes and errors. Therefore, it becomes easy to get the work from employees as per decided targets. Thus, it makes controlling function easy. And any deviation from any worker or employee can check by the supervisors or officers, and they make correction through various direction and guidelines given to the employees, and it makes the easy to get the work from the employees as per the decided targets, and as a result work can be got completed through employees easily as per the determined goals. Then the function of controlling become efficient, and it will leads to make various activities and function into a coordinated and in a controlled way. Eighth point, increase in enthusiasm. Due to direction, there is a change in attitude of employees towards the work. Their interest in work increases. They can bring solution if any hurdle or difficulty is created. As a result, there is continuity in work which boost up employees' enthusiasm. Through proper directing and guidance, instructions given to the employees will help to reduce the errors in the function, and it will increase the interest of the workers to do more effectively and efficiently. Through direction can solve different issues related works, and it will remove many difficulties in the work. The functioning and working of the employees become more easy. As a result of this, there is continuity in work, and which boost up employees enthusiasm, and it will reduce the labor turnover of the organization. Ninth one, finding out deviation. Through direction, it can be supervised that whether functions are done as per decided standards or not. So the undesirable deviations can be regulated in the initial stage only. By taking effective steps, deviation can be controlled. Through proper supervising and guidance, employees can change with the directing. Supervision is made whether the work is carried out as per predetermined objective or not. Hence, unwanted deviations get detected in primary stages. With the appropriate steps, such deviations can be restricted. Proper guidance and instruction to the employees, and it will help to correct any deviations of the employees from their task or from standard of their functions. As per the pre-decided standards or not, supervisory function will check the functions is going as per the pre-decided standard or not. Any undesirable or any deviations in their work can regulate through initial stage of supervising or by guidance. By taking effective steps, deviation can be controlled and lead and guide the employees to the achievement of organizational objective as well as the objective of employees. These are the importance of directing. First point, it will increase efficiency. It will helps in the assessment of efficiency, and it will increase the motivation of employees. Fourth one, it will helps in effective planning, and it coordinate various functions of the organization. Sixth one, coordination and cooperation will bring through direction. It will leads to the controlling process and increase enthusiasm among the workers, and it helps in finding various deviations of the employees from pre-decided standards. It will helps to find out various deviation also.